Hey there guys, my name's Bo and welcome to my YouTube channel, Cryptocurrency Australia. In this video, we're going to be doing a detailed review of Lisk, where we do something called a SWOT review, where we look at the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats facing Lisk. So firstly guys, what is Lisk and what is it all about? Well, Lisk is a unique blockchain ecosystem that will allow decentralized applications, or dApps for short, to be built on the platform. And Lisk itself has been in development since around early 2016. Lisk uses the JavaScript programming language, with each decentralized application having its own sidechain linked to the blockchain. This is actually going to allow scalability and flexibility. Similar to other ecosystems such as Ethereum, Lisk is going to allow decentralized applications to create their own cryptocurrencies from the Lisk blockchain. Now, Lisk is going to operate on a public blockchain, similar to Bitcoin, similar to Ethereum, or even Litecoin. These block explorers allow anyone in the world to view transactions and other information occurring on the network at any time, and also provides a full history of all the transactions that have occurred on the network since the first block. Okay, so that's the basics of the Lisk platform out of the way. Let's now move on to the SWOT review and start with the strengths. So the first major strength of Lisk is it is an ecosystem. So the strength of the platform, or the strength of the ecosystem, will grow over time as more decentralized applications are built on it. Now, Lisk's unique blockchain architecture will allow developers to basically fully customize their own blockchains or sidechains, unlike Ethereum, where decentralized applications have to use the main Ethereum blockchain. Now, this unique architecture will actually allow Lisk to be more scalable and flexible in the future as more decentralized applications are built on it. Lisk has been in development for over 2 years, which in cryptocurrencies is actually quite a long time. By using JavaScript as its main programming language, Lisk can tap into JavaScript developers located all around the world, basically allowing these developers to quickly become familiar with the Lisk platform and use the software development kit when it's released. As mentioned previously, Lisk uses the delegated proof of stake consensus mechanism. Now, this mechanism is a low energy and low resource method of confirming transactions, unlike the more traditional proof of work systems that Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many other cryptocurrencies use. Lisk uses something called a Schnorr signature-based scheme. Now, this is said to allow faster, more secure transactions, potentially even allowing up to hundreds of thousands of transactions per second. The Lisk Nano wallet is quite simple, it's clean, and it's easy to use. I actually transferred some Lisk tokens to the wallet and it only took around 1 to 2 minutes, which is very quick. Now, Lisk runs on something called a permissionless blockchain, meaning that it's public. So all the transactions and the information contained within those transactions and those blocks is publicly available for anyone in the world to view at any time. And there's also a complete record of transaction history. Lisk has a strong team of 28 staff, many of which are developers, engineers, and strategists. The team also has country ambassadors ready to deploy to help promote Lisk in foreign countries, which is another big positive. The Lisk team to date have been quite transparent with issues encountered during the beta stage, with regular blog posts fully communicating the issues to the community and investors. Now, Lisk has an extremely strong community of 177,000 followers on Twitter and around 23,000 followers on Reddit, with the general sentiment in the community being very positive. The Lisk tokens are currently circulating at around 115.6 million tokens, which is actually quite low when compared to many other platforms. So the creation or the supply of tokens will actually decrease over time via the block rewards following a linearly decreasing scale over the lifetime of the network, providing an economic incentive for participants to operate a node. Now, the current reward for confirming blocks is 5 Lisk tokens per confirmed block. Now, the decreasing scale it's going to follow is around every 3 million blocks, or approximately around every 1 year, this block reward will decrease by 1 Lisk token. This equates to around a 15.7% inflation rate for the first year of operation. Now, Lisk is also open source, meaning anyone in the world can view the code and contribute at any time. Lisk has had a GitHub account since February 2016 when they made their source code open source and public. There's also regular comments from a number of developers on their GitHub account. The token economic model with Lisk is strong, as the tokens themselves are required by developers who wish to build decentralized applications on the network. The tokens are also used for transaction fees, giving a reasonable expectation of token appreciation over time as the Lisk ecosystem grows. And lastly, the feel I get from Lisk is the team has been really focused on developing the platform before starting a major marketing campaign. And there's actually a major rebrand event scheduled for the 20th of January. Okay, so that's it for the strengths. Let's move on to the weaknesses. Now, the first weakness is Lisk has been slower to the market in terms of delivering a working product when compared to other decentralized application ecosystems such as Ethereum or Neo. After 2 years of development, a software development kit or SDK is still not available, so decentralized applications can't be built just yet. There has been some community and investor issues with the slow release of the software development kit, as the timeframes for release have been pushed out a couple of times because it was actually due for release in late 2017. And lastly, the fees for sending Lisk seem to be fixed at 0.1 LSK tokens. See, the thing is, at current market rates, that's around $2.60, which isn't all that cheap for a transaction. All right, so that's the weaknesses. What about the opportunities for Lisk? Well, Lisk has some major opportunities. One being the opportunity to penetrate the existing decentralized application ecosystem by leveraging its JavaScript programming language and the sidechain feature, in addition to the delegated proof of stake consensus mechanism. Lisk has the opportunity to become one of the top tier decentralized application ecosystems, giving a high probability for token appreciation over time as the ecosystem grows and becomes more and more successful. So they're the major opportunities for Lisk. What about the threats? Well, given a software development kit isn't yet available, there is the risk that community and investor confidence will reduce the longer it takes to release that SDK. There is a threat that Lisk gets outcompeted with other decentralized application ecosystems such as Neo, which also offer Java as a programming language. Given Lisk is a newer blockchain model, there is a threat that a system error or a fault may occur when the system is up and running and applications have been built on it. Now, the last threat facing Lisk is that it just gets outperformed by the other decentralized application ecosystems such as Ethereum, Neo, EOS, or even Cardano. So guys, that is it for this SWOT review of Lisk. If you liked it, likes are always really appreciated. If you haven't subscribed, then consider doing so if you want to see future content. If you're new to cryptocurrencies or just want to increase your knowledge, then you can come and learn with me on Udemy in my fully online delivered course, which is currently rated 4.73 out of 5 stars with over 300 independent reviews. The course contains over 60 lectures, runs for 4 hours, and contains a number of quizzes through the course to really increase your knowledge about cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency investment. If you're interested in the course, there will be a link in the description. As with all my reviews, guys, links to all the research I undertook while completing this review is contained in the description below under the heading links. So again, guys, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. My name's Bo, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.